Good morning, good evening, or good luck, depending on how committed you are to surviving the news cycle. Because today's headlines are basically the plot of a low budget apocalypse movie. Except no one hired writers, there's no third act resolution, and somehow the interns are in charge of nuclear diplomacy. You ever watch a disaster movie and think, no one would act this stupid in real life? Yes, we owe Hollywood an apology. Let's begin. So, the US and Iran have agreed to a temporary ceasefire. A ceasefire? For 2 weeks? 2 weeks? That's not diplomacy. That's a free trial. That's not peace. That's, we've both clicked, remind me later, on war. Somewhere, there's a calendar notification like, resume potential global conflict. It's like when two people in a toxic relationship say, let's take a break. But instead of therapy, they both just go to the gym and start lifting missiles. And world leaders are acting like this is progress. Progress? This is a geopolitical equivalent of putting a towel over a smoke alarm while the kitchen is still on fire. Oh no. No. Everything is under control. We've muted the beeping. Meanwhile, global markets are reacting like a cat in a room full of cucumbers, jumping at everything. Oil prices twitch, shipping routes reopen, investors are refreshing their apps like it's a slot machine. Come on, stability, stability, oh war again. And the rest of us are just like watching. So is this the calm or is this the loading screen before chaos? Because nothing says we've got this under control, like putting a countdown timer on peace. 14 days. That's not a solution, that's a trailer. In other cheerful news, scientists say 2026 could be one of the hottest years in record. Fantastic. Love that for us. We've officially upgraded from climate change is concerning to the planet is now actively trying to cook us like a rotisserie chicken. You're not living on Earth anymore, you're marinating. And people are still debating it. Still. At this point, if the ocean started boiling and fish began seasoning themselves, someone would go, yes, but it's man-made seasoning. Temperatures are rising, weather patterns are going feral, and every summer now feels like the sun has a personal vendetta. You step outside, and it's not weather anymore, it's a threat. Your phone doesn't say sunny, it says good luck. UV index? Don't. And the solutions we get are incredible. Just drink more water. Oh brilliant, yes, I'll hydrate my way out of planetary collapse. Have you tried shade? Yes, I'll just stand under this tree while the global climate system unravels. That'll fix the ice caps. And governments keep holding climate conferences, where they fly 400 people across the world to agree that yes, things are bad, and then celebrate by doing absolutely nothing. It's like organizing a group meeting to discuss a sinking ship, while drilling new holes in the hull for better ventilation. And everyone leaves with a tote bag. And just in case you thought things couldn't get more stable, don't worry, they didn't. We've got airstrikes, kidnappings, releases, tensions. It's like the world is speedrunning every bad decision category. A journalist gets kidnapped, then released, which is great, obviously, but also feels like the global situation is being managed by people spinning a giant wheel labeled Crisis of the Week. Spin it! Kidnapping. Haven't done that in a while. Keep it fresh. And every update comes with the same calm robotic tone.
Officials are monitoring the situation closely.
Of course they are. That's all everyone does. Monitor. Nothing gets fixed. It just gets observed. The world is basically a group chat where everything is on fire, and the only response is no one types, no one acts, just see. But here's the real masterpiece. We've got world powers on temporary ceasefire, a planet heating up like it's late for dinner, and global instability just vibing in the background. And somehow, we're all expected to just go to work. Like none of this is happening. You're sitting there answering emails like, "Hi Susan, just circling back. Also, The earth is melting and geopolitics is a knife fight. But yes, I've attached the spreadsheet. We've normalized everything. Nothing shocks us anymore. Power outage? Yes. Flood? Makes sense. Geopolitical tension? Of course. Aliens could land tomorrow. Actual aliens. Step out of a spaceship and people would be like, cool, but are they hiring? Do they offer remote? At this point, the bar for panic is so high, the apocalypse would need a marketing campaign. End of the world, now streaming. And honestly, the most reassuring part of all of this is that 2-week ceasefire. Because in exactly 14 days, when everything unavoidably goes sideways again, at least we'll know the system works. You panic, they pause, the planet cooks, someone gets kidnapped. Repeat. It's not a crisis, it's a schedule. A beautifully organized collapse. Just when it all feels like too much, when the heat's unbearable, the news is ridiculous, and reality starts to feel like satire, we slap a metaphorical towel over the smoke alarm, mute the beeping, and say, let's revisit this after the trial period. So, stay calm, stay hydrated, emotionally and literally. And remember, if the world does end, at least it will be trendy. Good luck out there. If you like our content, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell for daily updates.